Living, your life, your style. I'm your host, Kate Longworth, once again coming at you from the comfort of my home. But as you start to venture out there, perhaps you're thinking about a staycation. We'll explore that and so much more ahead on today's show. The Fairmont Scottsdale Princess is ready for you. Details on what to expect from your staycation. And imagine paying off your home in less than 10 years. We'll talk to an expert on how you could accomplish this incredible goal. Plus, we take you to a shopping destination that is ready for business. All that and much more coming up on Arizona Living. Staycations are expected to be at an all-time high this summer, so we wanted to talk to the folks at the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess to see what they are offering during your stay.
Welcome to the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess, and happy summer! We're celebrating here in Arizona. Governor Ducey has worked hard with local businesses to develop protocols that abide by the CDC guidelines to reopen our pools, our restaurants, our spa, and our retail shops. And we're excited to welcome you back to now splash in one of our 6 sparkling pools. Last year, we renovated and reimagined the Princess Pool, which has been voted top 10 USA Today pool for decades here at the resort. And your families and kids, you won't want to miss Sonoran Splash with 2 200-foot water slides. Or maybe adults would like a little sanctuary away from the family and kids, so Sonoran Landing is your place to relax and chill out this summer. Maybe you want to dig your toes in the sand, so Sunset Beach, where we brought in 800 tons of white sand to create our own beach here in Arizona. And as we all know, on vacation, calories don't count, so we invite you to indulge in La Hacienda, voted one of Arizona's top Mexican restaurants. Or maybe you've been longing for a little sushi, something I haven't been able to make at home. Well, Toro, with its Pan-Latin restaurant and rum bar, is the perfect location to get some of Arizona's best sushi. Or maybe you want a butter poached steak from Bourbon Steak. Regardless of where you want to dine, we have 5 food and beverage outlets that you can have your own dine around here at the Princess. We have great values this summer. Sip, savor, and splash with a $100 resort credit that you can use towards food, beverage, spa, retail daily. $100 daily. And it's important for us at the Princess to give back to the community, so this next package does just that. It's called Free to Play, Free to Learn package, a $75 daily credit and an in-room movie, and a $10 donation to Computer to Kids through Cox Charities. Now's the perfect time at Well and Being Spa. They're offering 25% off their treatments and have some incredible Sparty deals. Most important to us is the safety of our guests and our employees. So we've introduced the Stay Well program to make sure that we're wearing masks, that we have sanitizer available, and we abide by setting up our spaces with social distancing in mind. We welcome you to come and stay well at the Princess.
Joining me now is Shane O'Grady, the founder of Life Changer Loan. And thank you so much, Shane, for being here with us today.
Yeah, Kate, thanks for having me.
Very excited to jump into the topic of how to pay off your home in less than 10 years without changing your normal spending habits. That sounds very enticing. So first, let's just talk about those great low rates we're hearing about. Trying to make sense of all this, is that a good thing?
Well, make no mistake, low rates are better than high rates. But the question really is, are low rates yielding us low interest? Because yes, they're low rates, 3.5, 3 might be low, but it's also times 30 years. So for example, on a $300,000 loan at 3.5%, you're still going to be spending $185,000 in interest. And in my mind, that's not low interest.
Yeah, so how is a Life Changer loan different?
Imagine if your checking account actually supplied you the credit for your mortgage. So for example, if every dollar that you earn, that you normally deposit through your normal checking account, could go directly towards the principal balance on the loan, so that you were paying principal first, not interest, and you were doing it with every dollar you earn, and you could do it because you have access to the money. So you put it all in there and you spend out of there. As long as there's a gap between that deposit and expense, it gets a snowball effect and allows you to pay off very quickly without changing anything. But also, it's a great backstop for us because in times of trouble, in times of turmoil, you actually have access to every single dollar you've ever made in mortgage payments. So you have access to all of your equity. So if you wanted to take some time off and not make deposits for a month or 10 or a few years, you could. So you don't have the stress of the large mortgage payment every month.
So is this brand a new concept?
So no, it's been in other countries for decades. In fact, 40% of all the mortgages done in Australia are done on this loan. They're called offset loans in other countries because you're offsetting the principal balance with your income.
And then is this loan for everybody?
Unfortunately not. It is for the financially astute, right? Those that are good with their money, have good credit, have at least about a 20% equity position, or if they're purchasing, they're going to be putting about 20% down. That's who it's for.
What is the process to see if this is a good fit for you?
We always encourage people to start at lifechangerloan.com so they can get a little familiar with how this works, and then call us. We will actually do a screen share and walk through the simulator together to see exactly how quickly they pay off, and of course answer all their questions.
Thank you so much, Shane, for joining us.
Thank you.
And if you would like more information on Life Changer Loan, visit their website. Wallet Hub recently voted Scottsdale as the top city for a staycation in the Southwest. And right now is the perfect time for you to see why. Check out one of those popular resorts you've been thinking about. But don't go anywhere right now. We still have plenty Arizona living coming your way. We take a trip to the high country to check out their great outdoor activities and a look at what measures hospitals are taking in order to protect patients during COVID-19. Getting outdoors sounds pretty perfect right about now. So we take a trip to Prescott to see what this cool pine town has to offer for us to explore.
Known as everybody's hometown, Prescott is located only 90 miles north of Phoenix and is one of the most beautiful cities in America. Located near 2 national forests, Prescott is also home to one of the world's largest stand of sweet-smelling ponderosa pine trees. And whether you hike, bike, or saddle up, now is the perfect time to hit the trail and enjoy the great outdoors.
You can experience the trails in Prescott anytime. The spring and the fall are probably our best seasons. Summer you can hike, just go out early or go out late in the day. In the winter you can come in the dells and it's always good. And we can even do some hiking in the snow in the winter too. We have about 100 miles of trail within the city of Prescott and 30 trailheads. Recently we finished the Costa Trail, which is a beautiful trail right off of Willow Lake area. The Storm Trails are our most recent trails at Watson Lake. The premier trail is really the Prescott Circle Trail. It's a 56-mile loop around Prescott, roughly about 50% in the city and 50% in the forest. But you have great views all the way around, about 56 miles, 6,000 feet. You can challenge it yourself to do it in one day on a bicycle, or 2 or 4 days hiking. We have campgrounds that are located all the way around it too. Our trails are non-motorized in the city of Prescott, and we have a wide variety of trails to accommodate all different types of users. Well, I have many favorite trails, but I guess one that is the most recent is the Storm Trails. You know, we really worked hard on building about 6 miles in very tough terrain in the dells, great views of the lakes, great views of Glassford Hill, And it's a great place just to go, and it's a little out of the way, so you can get a little bit of quiet time, a little bit of technical challenge, and just have a great time being in the middle of the city and just have that experience.
Trails are only a small part of the outdoor adventures Prescott has to offer. Watson and Willow Lake are located amongst the awe-inspiring granite dells and are popular for fishing, camping, and kayaking. Up in the cool pine forests overlooking Prescott is Goldwater Lake, with fishing and a great opportunity to cool off on a hot summer day. And you'll find even more fishing and hiking in the Prescott National Forest at the scenic Lynx Lake. Finally, after you've enjoyed a great day on the trails, lakes, or in the forests, you can relax in historic downtown Prescott and on the world-famous Whiskey Row, featuring watering holes and fantastic dining experiences.
Joining me now is Dr. Stephanie Jackson, the Chief Clinical Value Officer at HonorHealth. And first and foremost, Dr. Jackson, thank you for your time right now. But to you and your colleagues, thank you for everything you're doing for the community right now. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Well, I know a lot has changed over the past few months. So what should people expect when they come to HonorHealth now for care?
We have been always concerned, even before COVID, about patient safety. We were really fortunate in that we were already working on infection control as part of a national campaign for patient safety before the COVID crisis hit. So we were already prepared with a fleet of UV germ zapping robots in an attempt to try and keep viruses, bacteria, all sorts of things at a minimum. And then also we got disinfecting pods. And these pods use the robots so that we can wheel things in like IV poles or wheelchairs into that disinfection station and just make sure that everything's wiped clean. And so we were able to use that during this crisis to make sure that we were, had that extra measure of safety above and beyond what was required. And we've put in fever scanners at our employee entrances to make sure that none of our employees are coming to work sick. We have deployed a rapid testing strategy. We're one of the only places in the valley that you can get your test results within 2 hours of arriving in the hospital. And that's allowed us to separate the COVID patients from the non-COVID patients, which is really important so that there's no chance at all of them spreading COVID to a non-COVID patient.
You guys are doing all the right things to make people feel safe, but we are hearing recent reports that health systems across the U.S. are not seeing the patients that might need care. What is your advice or what are your thoughts to people who need to get care now?
You shouldn't let your fear of COVID keep you from coming to the hospital. If you have a heart attack or a stroke, you need to come in. There's all those things that, we learned over the years to call 911 for. You should still do that. You should still come into the hospital. The other thing I'm starting to worry about is some of the screening tests like colonoscopies and mammograms. Those are still important. And then vaccination rates. If your kids are due for vaccines, you should still get them in to get those vaccines.
So along those lines, now that restrictions are starting to be lifted, what can people do to protect themselves still?
I think, you still really need to use a lot of common sense. The governors, laid out some guidelines for us, but then let common sense prevail. And, the studies show that people that wash their hands 10 times a day are less likely to get this than people who wash their hands 5 times a day. So don't forget that part. We get so much emphasis on the masking, but the hand washing is really important too.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jackson, for your time. And once again, to you and your colleagues for all that you are doing. Stay safe. And if you would like more information on HonorHealth, please head to their website. Stick around. More Arizona Living is coming your way. A great Father's Day gift from a local veteran-owned company. And it's time to shop again. We take you to the outlets at Anthem.
Right now, deserving groups like Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Arizona could use your help. Tee Up for Kids is a virtual campaign that allows you to assist our community's children who are most in need. To show your support, click on bbsaz.org.
this month. And if you're looking for a unique gift, you may want to consider something from this veteran-owned company that we had a chance to visit not too long ago.
After 9/11, I went and joined the Navy, and my goal was to become a Navy SEAL. I think like a lot of Americans, we really felt that we needed to volunteer and join the military and make sure that we had plenty of men and women that were willing to serve this country. I think my path in the military really led me to entrepreneurship because nobody needs to understand how your skill sets translate. All you have to do is know how to hustle, have a little street smarts, and not be willing to fail. And I really just love the freedom and the challenge that comes along with it. Well, early on when I started this in a one-car garage with my wife working on the computer, trying to help me market and sell it, we just really saw the magic behind the product. Our primary product is the bottle breacher. It's a 50 caliber beer bottle opener. And it's just really cool because we use real ammunition that's already been spent. It's completely safe and it opens your beer. We'd like to say it's the most badass bottle opener on the market. So if you're sitting at home, you put in an order at bottlebreacher.com. John, he's an Army vet. He'd be taking that order and he'd start processing it. From there it goes to the back and they start making your order, whether they pull a black, a chrome, a 20 millimeter, a freedom frag, some whiskey bullets, some apparel. They pull it all together, and then if it needs customization, it'll get engraved or personalized in here. And then from there, it'll come to polishing, and somebody will QC it, quality control, make sure that it looks great, and it's gonna put that smile on your brother's face that you ordered it for. The reason that we really wanted to go on Shark Tank, first of all, it's a fantastic show. It's got great viewership. Even if you don't get a deal on the show, you get fantastic exposure. I'd already seen the magic in this product, and I knew if more people could see it, we would kind of blow up, and that's exactly what happened. And I was also looking for tactical partners because I knew that my knowledge base and ability as an entrepreneur and a businessman was extremely limited because I didn't have a background in that. So we were hoping to get Mark Cuban and one other shark that we felt understood the vision and saw value in what we were doing. And so we ended up getting a great deal with Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary. I always like to say if cash is king, having a mission is queen. And one of our biggest missions here is supporting veteran causes. And the reason for that is because I realized firsthand how difficult it is, for a lot of people to make that transition from active duty to the private sector. And one of the things that I like to say here is our service to each other doesn't have to end when we take off the uniform. As a matter of fact, in many cases, it should really increase. And so that's why we like to shine a lot of light on a lot of veteran issues. So if you're looking for a cool gift for that guy in your life for Christmas or the holidays, and you want to support a veteran-owned Made in the USA brand, go to www.bottlebreacher.com, and I guarantee we've got you covered.
Here's what's coming up on Arizona Living. We take a trip to a unique shopping destination. Retail therapy. Many of the shops at the outlets at Anthem are now open and ready for your business.
At outlets at Anthem, you can find all of your favorite brands at 30 to 70% off of retail store prices. So the same product that you can find in your local department stores, you can find here for 30 to 70% less, sometimes even more. Outlets at Anthem is located in North Phoenix, off I-17, just 15 minutes north of the Loop 101. You can find all of the top fashion brands at Outlets at Anthem, from Coach to Michael Kors to Calvin Klein and Tommy Hilfiger. We have pretty much something for everyone here. When you come come to Outlets at Anthem, the first thing you want to do is stop at customer service and sign up for our Elite Rewards program. It's an opportunity for extra savings in a number of different participating stores in the center, as well as an opportunity to log your receipts and earn points for prizes. We have a children's play area for the kids to get the wiggles out. Also, during the warmer months, there's a splash pad to cool off. There's also dog drinking fountains throughout the center and waste pickup areas and just grassy areas where you can sit and enjoy the sunny day with your animal. Our resort-style food court offers all different cuisines, from an entire meal to just a quick snack. Check out our website and our social media for information on sales and promotions. We have 3 big promotions every year with 25% savings off of the already discounted retail prices. So look in the spring, back to school, and fall seasons for that extra savings. We invite you to come visit Outlets at Anthem anytime. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Madalux Vault is the only luxury boutique here in the state of Arizona. Madalux Vault is a very unique shopping experience in that our parent company is a wholesale distributor of luxury, and that's why we're able to offer these authentic products at such amazing prices. One of the wonderful things about Madalux Vault is that we do really have something for everyone. We have men's product, we have women's product, we have apparel, we have bags, we have timepieces, Swiss-made timepieces, more contemporary offerings as well at amazing prices. You really do have to come and see what we have to offer. You'll be blown away. So I'd love to invite you all up to see us here at Madalux Vault. We have so many beautiful things to show you, from Gucci to Stella McCartney to Versace to Fendi, even our Versace t-shirts. We have those normally are about $250. They're only $99 every day. So come and see us. We'll open a bottle of champagne. Bring your friends. We can't wait to meet you.
I'm Kate Longworth. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you stay healthy and stay safe. And we'll see you next time on Arizona Living, Your Life, Your Style, where we help you live your best life.